Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, your favorite random man, future king of YouTube, Terrence was in the building today, and welcome finally doing a reaction video to the Wonder Woman movie. Yeah, I know we all like what we almost close to getting the end of June, and I'm finally doing the reaction to Wonder Woman. But I'm just not gonna be talking about Wonder Woman. I'm going to be talking about the DC universe or DC extended universe. But first and foremost, let's get on to talk about Wonder Woman because oh my God. Me as a comic book fan, and I know many others out there was waiting for a strong female lead in the DC, and not just in DC, but in comic books in general, guys. Because Gal Gadot did such a fantastic job playing Wonder Woman. Action was on point. Chris Pine did great. I mean, the story, like the story itself, is like it's more like of hope, and that's really what I got from watching this movie. Because there were areas where, like Chris Pine's character, Trevor, I hope I'm saying his name right. If I'm saying it wrong, guys, please forgive me. He would like kind of he wouldn't want to get involved, and so where he didn't want to get involved, it's like one of the big, like it had a lot of great fight scenes, but one of my two big to me my three big fight scenes was when excuse me, Diana goes across this battlefield and they shooting like rockets and like tanks. I mean, they literally going there, and she just taking it with this. Oh my God, it was just phenomenally good, I enjoyed that. And to be perfectly honest with you guys, I know you're thinking like, oh, it's another comic book movie. True Life's another comic book movie. He's not gonna be biased. I have been mostly biased when it comes to certain comic book movies. Again, like as I stated, like with Batman vs Superman and Suicide Squad. Like I said, with like Batman vs Superman wasn't a bad film, but it wasn't as good as I hoped because it gets so much of a convoluted, like a big jumble of stories where we got Batman, the World's Finest, Death of Superman, The Dark Knight Returns, a semi-Justice League movie, and so on and so forth. Where it got, even though I didn't mind the subtle dark, well, not so subtle dark tones, I really wasn't trippy about that. It just gave me too much, and for that matter, I let me lose interest. I got lost in the story. I didn't know what's going on. Then, like, as a matter of fact, I will put the links to my review for Suicide Squad and Batman vs Superman in the links below as we continue on. But with Wonder Woman movie, I think this found a new 52 arc where Zeus and Hippolyta, Diana's mother, bear the child, of course, meaning Diana, and she wear her little bracelets when she go into that little God rage mode. But Jesus, like the whole battle scene arc when they was in the battlefield, then went to the city, fought in the city. Everything was just so good, and I like with Diana. She was strong. She was like somewhat naive to certain stuff in the world, in coming to our world. It was like because she's so shut off and sheltered. It was so freaking good, man. Again, oh my God. And then of course, the main bad guy is Ares. But before I get into that, like another fight, another battle scene, she's fighting one of the general guys, who she thought was Ares himself. Clearly wasn't the case. And then at one point, Diana actually lost hope. And at some point, Trevor, again, hope I'm saying his name right. I'm probably saying it wrong. Please forgive if I'm saying it wrong. He pretty much gives her hope again, because at one point she was fighting against Ares. I'm sorry, before the fight against Ares, no, they had to stop this bomb, like this poison gas bomb, for because basically they just dropped the bomb all over the city, and pretty much it's like you can't. It's like the Scarecrow's fear gas, like on Arkham Knight, where like even if you wear a mask, it's not going to work, and it completely just render people helpless. And matter of fact, they used that on the city, and Diana lost it, and she went to go kill one of the generals, and she did, and it wasn't Ares. But at one point, no, Steve. It's not Trevor. Why was I thinking Trevor? Why was I thinking it was Steve? Steve was trying to, at one point, like a grenade. I can't remember if it was a grenade or something else. Like it kind of muted Diana, and Steve was telling Diana that, hey, no, he was telling her something, but she didn't know what he was saying. But the fight scene against Ares was such a great fight scene, and it was a cool. And like, I'm not gonna say who the guy is. Probably by now y'all done saw the movie, but oh my god, the fight scene with Ares was just great. And then he also revealed that no, you're the weapon that stop. No, you're supposed to stop me. You're the weapon that's supposed to that can kill a guy. And at one point, Steve, Steve sacrificed. He built the plane himself just to save everybody. And Diana again loses it. I mean, she went straight God mode and started whooping everybody's tail. And I was like, dog. Then Ares like he just keep talking to her like, yes, that you killed him. So they deserve to die because Ares feeds on war and mayhem. I might put an added there, but he's a god of war. But he feeds on it, which gives him strength. But when Diana remembers what Steve said, she pretty much said, "I don't believe in war. I believe in love," and she ended up beating Ares. And oh my god, it was a great origin story, and I can't explain how much I love Gal Gadot and Pat. I can't remember her name. Hold on. Give me a second, because I can't remember her name. Patty Jenkins. Yes, Patty Jenkins. Thank you for such a phenomenal job with Wonder Woman. There's like we are getting a sequel for Wonder Woman, which is good, but they have not signed Patty. Come on, DC, Warner Bros. You got to get this lady back. Please get her back because we need her to direct this movie. And someone just messaged me. I can wait. But God, we need that. And going to another point here, guys. I want to talk about how I feel about the DC Extended Universe, because honestly, it's looking pretty good as you see right now. Because we got the whole Justice League, the Justice League movie coming out this November. But I know for why I haven't did no trailers for it exactly. I do tend to do something really soon. I just didn't give myself time to do it yet. I mean, everything looks good. I have a problem with how Cyber kind of look. I don't know. Maybe because of the picture I'm using, but anyway. But you know how I said Suicide Squad should have been before Dawn of Justice? I'm changing it again, guys. I'm sorry, because Wonder Woman did such a great job. I'm not knocking Suicide Squad, because by all means I love Suicide Squad, and it's like even Batman vs Superman. Again, it wasn't a bad film. It just, you gave us too much instead of like, and this is usually my problem with all comic book movies nowadays. They don't know how to leave us wanting more, which is my problem. But see, with the DC universe, like I said, to Justice League come out, I can't wait to see this movie. I really can't. Like I said, I am nitpicking here. I really wanted the guy who played Flash from the TV series to be this Flash, but Zack Snyder said was kind of made me upset and also pissed me off. He felt like the guy, I can't remember his name, please forgive me. The guy for the Flash TV show, he felt like he wouldn't fit this world of his vision of the DC universe. DC Extended Universe. Which kind of like, dude, he got one of the best shows out there. Not knocking the other guy who played Flash. He had a split cameo in Batman vs Superman. Like I said, I don't, nothing against that. It just, I feel like you don't know, let's give the man a shot. He can actually fit this world, because Zack Snyder, again, like I said, I'm a big fan of his direction. He's a good director, like I said, from Dawn to Dead, to Batman vs Superman, to Sucker Punch, and so many more. It's just, I feel like I don't think this Flash is gonna be likable, because the thing is with this, if you guys, and I know by now you saw it, if you haven't seen it, you need to go see it. You ever see Captain America Civil War? The scene with Tony Stark and Peter Parker, like that to me, that scene was very iconic. It was fun because we're dealing with a young Peter Parker, which was good. We're dealing with a young Barry Allen, and Bruce Wayne. I feel like Zack Snyder, I'm sorry, Zack, or whoever is involved in this, used that exact same scene, but you put it on. I'm like, oh shoot! I'm like, wait, and I said this in my review for the Justice League. I said a review for the trailer. I was like, oh, they got this scene from Captain America Civil War, because if you remember how giddy Peter Parker was when he met Tony, that's how kind of Barry Allen was when he met Bruce Wayne. So I feel like, you know, they didn't need a young Flash. To me, I didn't think Flash from the TV show would have been good. Matter of fact, even Stephen Amell, I know I'm paraphrasing this because I was doing some homework with it. He said the Flash is one of the best TV series. He said the pilot episode of the Flash did better than his show, and that takes a lot for a man to say that. I know Stephen is a great Green Arrow too, but since they're not even giving a shot, that's kind of messed up. And I agree with that. No, you know, he's saying like he's like, you know, I wouldn't mind. I think he wouldn't mind doing that film either. I mean, playing a part, but you know, it is what it is, and that's how Hollywood. Sometimes Hollywood don't like to give nobody's chance. But again, like I said, I can't wait to see Justice League. I'm actually very excited about it. I can't wait to see it. Again, I just want to go back and talk about how great Wonder Woman is. Wonder Woman was, again, a great film. I love it. I can't wait for the sequel. I can't wait for Justice League to come out. So before I go, guys, I am going to do some review for Spider-Man because I got. Well, it's not a big issue so far. It's a small. It kind of is kind of big, but this is the thing. Remember, everybody, it was such an uproar when Zendaya from Casey Undercover from Disney was supposed to play Mary Jane. Now she's playing this character called Michelle. I got a lot of issues with that, and I'm gonna tell you why when I do my own review about it. But we stuck on DC. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching this review. Again, Wonder Woman was a great movie. If you haven't seen it, please go see it right now. It's still playing, and I think it's still like #1 right now. I really think it's still #1, like worldwide anyway. And thanks for watching. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, become a random friend. Love you guys so much. Deuces, and you fellas have a nice day.